All right. We're back at it. Oh, well, yesterday was an exciting day. And we're going to be getting back into a game of the last spell that I left at a rather awkward moment. We're not in any danger, but we are also we're not too far from the end of the run, if I'm being honest. So we'll see what comes of all of this, but yeah, I think we're just here to do the thing. So let's get back into it. I'm excited for SpellRogue after the last spell. I feel like it's a little cursed. We've had a very hard time actually getting to SpellRogue. I've scheduled it like 4 or 5 times. We are indeed here in Lustrous. Good to see you as always. Hey, Imperator. Good afternoon to you as well. Where exactly in the world is it afternoon right now? I guess maybe you're on the east coast of the US or Canada. That would be my best guess. But yeah, we're just gonna do the thing. I think we probably have like maybe not even an hour of Gildenberg left. so after that we'll be switching over to SpellRogue, and then we'll get back into some regular challenges starting tomorrow. But yeah, let's crank the music and figure out where the heck we are in all of this. I'm also gonna have to do some clever editing to get back into to get the 2 episodes from today and yesterday synced up. That will be my homework for this evening. Hey, Dio, welcome on in. I vaguely remember this. We were dead set in the middle of a turn, weren't we? Oh, and we've lost some walls. That's a little unfortunate. Anything I need to remember? It hasn't been that long since we were doing our thing. All I need to remember is that these weapons are horrendous. They are truly awful. Dio, so it's evening for you. Does that mean you're in Europe? So most of our action points are left on our archer. France, all right, very nice. Okay, let's see what we can do here. Let's get going again. So we had a mighty cliffhanger there for a second. I don't usually suspend runs midnight, especially on turn 5, but we had a little bit of an emergency on the home front, and so I was taking care of that, and now we are back. Everyone is healthy and happy and safe, and we are gonna try our best to get back into the swing of things and hopefully still keep the A rank. That would be my goal. Let's see, with 2 AP left. So we have an AP here. This guy's probably not. This guy's probably gonna be pretty difficult to get dead. Yeah, I think given that, we're probably best off just finishing him. Yeah, we may lose the B rank. 1 p.m. here in Brazil. Ah, very nice, Imperator. I despise that these walls have been lost, but we're losing more walls. But in Death Ray we trust. That is pretty satisfying. I think a stun here though is the play. We need some time to take out these big dudes. And then over here, there's not much in the way of sword blast ability here. Let's see. Do I want to just... I think I probably just zap that guy. We can get 3 with a sword blast. Maybe that's the best we can do. All right. It's not ideal, but it's not terrible. And then as long as we're landing our crits, we'll probably secure some decent kills over here. I don't like that we're falling a little behind on these guys, but yes, everything is good. Everything is awesome. To quote the Lego movie. Is there any chance we get a kill with this? All right, I think that was worth trying. But my poor walls. So now though I'm gonna need to carve a path out so we can get a few more death rays off, I think. That's probably good enough, but let's see. All right. Then let's see. I think every turn we should be using charge like it's going out of style. I'm trying to figure out if there's a good... Yeah, this is decent. We're unfortunately a little lacking in good charge targets now. But that's not bad. 7 p.m. in Egypt. Sir Morta, thank you. And thank you for the kind words in the YouTube comment. Truly appreciate it. Truly, truly appreciate it. Let's see, you have another stun you can trot out, so I think we do that. Just to buy ourselves some time. Oh, that miss feels awful. And then we run out of steam a little before I wanted to. The spiky counter on our orb dude is kind of comical. Okay, we've used up all of our triple swipes, so AP economy is slightly worse than it was. I think we're better off leaving these guys to just chew on that wall. And then I'm going to give these guys a target. Ideally blocking off them going any further. Actually, although before I do that, let's see where we get to with our stunner here. Oh, that was disappointing. Okay. You were late the dud. I was just thinking that I take one day for a family emergency, and all of a sudden you're just abandoning me. It stings a little. These baddies made a bit of a mockery of our defenses. I think it speaks to the power of the weapons that we are using. And not in a good way. I'm going to try and conserve mana now. Let's make sure we use up our mana pots. That was anticlimactic. Shall be careful with making jokes so that the humor C with friend group A situation doesn't happen. That's probably a fair. It's probably a fair consideration. Let's see. You can't do much of anything. You have one left, so let's get rid of that. Gosh, my poor walls. I'm going to suspect that Casper here is the person who needs as many kills as is humanly possible. All right. Well, that was a mess. I'm really truly despising our longbow person. Oh, look at that. We're already on the final night. Oh, I'm sorry I missed your message, Rafiki Tiki. Well, I guess it didn't show up because it was the first message. But yes, everything is good. All is well. Thank you for checking in. I appreciate it. Yes, I'm glad to be back. All is well. All is good. Everyone over here is healthy and happy, and it was just a little bit of excitement that we had going on there. Yeah, 10 minutes in and we're on the last night. I think Bully is definitely worth taking. Let's see. We don't need more healing received, I don't think. More block is good. Opportunism is fine. Let's see, our Blood Mage. I think Runic Gift is the better pickup. We'll find a Trinket, and that will be more stats than we would have gotten from anything else. Our Crit Master can just take some crit. And some Opportunism. It's fine. And they pick up Crit Master. Okay. Now let's see. I wanted to get the other one of these upgraded. So we'll spend our money there. And then all the death rays you can afford. Grab 3 more items. And then we'll just see what we can do. Yeah, oh yeah, and I love that we have no multi-hit weapons. Laysai. Yes, Keon has found their, they've got their groove back, as it were. Ooh, collateral damage. It can't kill us anymore. Do we have, I think everyone has relatively high accuracy, so it probably won't come in that handy. Yes, killing the Harplings will indeed be a strong suit of the longbow. Kind of. They are a little bit. That's a decent two-handed sword. That's a decent helmet though too. I'll grab the two-handed sword. Looks like level 2 gear is what we're getting. I know that Abigail mentioned that it is possible with production to get some level 3 gear, but no easy task. Hey, Sam, welcome on in. I've been enjoying Across the Obelisk. It's been a while since I've played, but Seems like you're doing some good work. I think I'm gonna reroll this one. That multi-hit ring is not going to get not going to do us any good with no multi-hit weapons. A level 3 sword is probably better than a level 1 sword. What is Keon rocking here? An AP, we could get 9 crit. Did none of our heroes had the poison tree, right? So that's, well, we get 7 crit with a bunch of defensive stats. That's probably better. Let's see. You've got, let's give you a bit more crit. I'm just going to give you this trinket here for the stun chance. Yeah, we can move this AP trinket over here. Move that there. Upgrade you to this, because base damage, I think, is the most important thing. You lose a bit of accuracy, but that's fine. Oh, yeah, the most devastating modifier being that's across the obelisk. Got it. Which we were just talking about, so it makes perfect sense. Okay, these pants aren't going to get used. How much better is a level 3 sword than a level 2 sword? That's a huge difference in terms of base damage, so we'll grab that. Then over here, 23 mana is hard to say no to. I think I am going to swap you over to 1 orb and 1 of those, just so you have a little more flexibility. Oh, this Medal of Collateral Damage has an action point on it. Maybe put it here on our Blood Mage. This is only 6% crit. Swap that to there. And then I was going to put this out. This is the one that we already replaced. And then I like the stun there. Okay, so we can sell all this. I think 1 level of Shopkeeper's Friend is probably good for business. But then all this stuff gets sold. Gildenberg is such an unsatisfying knight, especially when your shop is this barren. Ooh, that's nice. We'll grab that. So let's see. So we can put the level 3 here, get your crit up to 73%. And then I want everyone to have a teleport. You have a warp crystal, you have a teleport, you have a teleport. Okay. Great for farming AP favors. Oh yeah, that does make sense. All right, let's see. So I think let's try rebuilding. Ooh, that went quick. All right. Well, I should have built the cheaper things, but I was feeling lazy. It will be okay. Earthquake Strike with an action point. I mean, we'll have to take a look at them, Dio. I don't want to speak out of turn. I believe they do still have dodge, but I don't know how much. Let's see. What am I looking for? So these health potions are whatever. I think I'd rather more teleportation capability. But yeah, I do think they do have some dodge to them, but not a crazy amount. What's Casper is going to be doing a little bit less stunning, so I don't want to over-index and stun. They'll still be stunning, but it won't be quite as aggressively. 1 moving wall, I think, for our Blood Mage is great. Put that there. Sell these. But yeah, I don't think they're as dodgy. Organic armor with 2 action points on it. What? Crikey. We could technically buy it. We don't really have... Do we have anyone that has... We have no one that took Bodybuilder. So I don't think there's much value to that. The 2 AP is nice, but I don't think it's worth spending all of our remaining money on it. Hey, Alex, thank you. That's only level 2, so it doesn't quite work for us. I think I'm probably just rolling... Oh, that is so much crit. 126, that seems like it's probably out of reach. So I sell this for 27. Yeah, unfortunately, this showed up just a little bit too late. That would have been really nice, though. Meteor Ring would be fun, but no dice. Now, we've already used these. So I guess it's just everybody gets a side and we just go to town. I think every one of our heroes is capable of doing what needs to be done. So I'm going to do this, I think, because our Blood Mage is the most capable of relocating, if need be, with the Warp Crystal. Make sure there's nothing else. Ooh, a level 4 sword. Again, would have been nice, but what can you do? Rain of Arrows is a pretty decent scroll, but I think we're just done. I think we're just done. All right, let's finish this up. Here goes night number 7. 3 harpies to freedom. IKZ? What does that stand for? Okay, let's see. So we need to take these out. The crits are good over here. The crits are good. We had no harplings over here, so... Let's see, are you... You are hittable from here. Okay. You can recenter a bit. IKZ equals Ikuzo just means to go. Usually used as a sort of battle cry. I love it. Cool. Japanese word. Okay, thank you for sharing, Alex. Truly. Couldn't help myself. All right, so that other one is up in the air. Unfortunately, I mean, we can walk to here, but we'd have to do it this way. Yeah, that's probably not worth it. Yes. Yeah, so next run will be happening tomorrow, and next run will be, it has we have one of 2 options for our next challenge, and I've not decided which one. We could go for kind of like the next in the cycle. No Across the Obelisk, Sam. We could go for the no movement challenge, which has been requested, and I was planning on doing this week. Or we could go for the the next iteration of this. Now let's see, if you come over to here. All right, zap you, and then you over here. So I wanted to do this Death Ray, as for obvious reasons, but I guess we'll chill. This hero is really a little lackluster. These blockers are also slightly annoying. So the thing there was just that I can at least get some propagation going. Man, leaving him on low health feels bad. All right, well, let's see where the Harpy decides to land. Oh yeah, and we'll check the next set of Harplings. Sorry, I forgot. Harplings have 20% dodge, and your collateral hit has 18% accuracy, I believe. So it is possible to trigger collateral hit. All right. That is something. Okay, so we need to kill this guy, which this hero is the worst equipped for killing this. Good string of crits. Holy cow. Like, are you serious? That was like nothing short of incredible. Holy cow. Never have I ever seen a string of crits quite that impressive. So let's see. So yeah, so if I look at one of these, 20% dodge, 12% resistance, 8 movement. They have a lot of movement. There we go. Now you over here. I think we're just farming Crit Master procs. You do be hitting hard, though, Keon. Let's see, who still has actions? You still have actions. You could do... All right, with one AP left, I'm not worried about it. You don't need to stand next to the bad guys. We did leave one Harpling over there. Hold on, or is it coming all the way in? No. Should have made sure we killed that, but it was in an awkward position. No movement challenge. You need to suffer after your break. Yeah, my slacking requires penance. But yeah, so that one's going to be no ballista. No movement, like literally 0 movement. That's the plan. Stop giving minus damage to Keon, for Pete's sake. This is inappropriate. This side really does make some death rays difficult to work with. Okay, so let's see. So first of all, boop you. Now, unfortunately, I guess I need to do this. So that I can do that. With sufficient crit, it is good. We can't complain too much. Let's see. I guess we'll... What's the best way to get a... I think this is the best tile to teleport to, and then I can do this. And then I think standing right here is going to get... No, one tile back. No, actually, no good targeting whatsoever. I think we're gonna go for this next pile here. This is the higher level one, so we'll do that. Someone's gonna have to go get this guy. Why did collateral hit just light up? Whenever an enemy dodges, cast automatically. These guys have 30% dodge, so they also... There's a chance. The problem with collateral damage is unquestionably that it's hard to read. Like, it's hard to know when it's triggered. It doesn't, like, visually it doesn't stand out, and you can go, oh yeah, that was collateral hit. Like, sometimes things just die, and you're like, what happened? Okay, so you're going to have to move back. But you used up all your teleports. Collateral damage doesn't have any animation. Enemies just kind of take damage and explode like they normally would. Yeah, it's very confusing. And I will say the other thing. Also, what's going on with there being a little dot under each one of these? I don't think I've noticed that before. Is that always there? I guess it is. That's a weird dot. Like, I don't know if that's easy to see for anyone else here. I'll put it over the purple mist. But, like, each circle has a little dot underneath it. I don't know what's up with that. Anyways. But, yeah, collateral damage, I guess, is highlighted anytime there is an enemy in range 1 to 2. No, there's no enemy in range 1 to 2 right now. I don't know. I do not know. But it's easier to trigger when you kill other heroes. That's an excellent point. Strong, strong point. Okay, so let's see. So let's get you... Let's get you doing some work over here. Yeah, why collateral damage seems to light up when we are far away from enemies, which really couldn't be more the opposite of what I think I want it to do. Okay, you're over here. You're probably going to come help over here because we're doing an embarrassingly poor job on that side. Let's drink our first Pilsner. Should give us 100% crit. How close are we? 97. All right. That's XCOM numbers right there. A miss doesn't count as not critting for the uninitiated. Okay. All right, Harpy, which side are you landing on this time? This side again? All right, I am definitely going to have to bring my Blood Mage over, I think. Imagine critical miss. Is that where you shoot yourself in the foot with the longbow? Is that the, is that what a critical miss is? So last time Casper managed a uncanny string of crits. I do not expect the same this time. Although I guess with Bully, it's not as out of the question, is it? Because now your effective crit rate is 89%. Ah, that's why. It's because of Bully. Well, I think we need all of them, so... So, if anything, it was... So I guess Bully was a good pickup. We still will help over here, but we might do a little bit of work on other things. Question about how it used to work. If you use a multi-hit attack and missed a lot, would it burn all your AP? Yes, that is the way that it worked. Excuse me. Yeah, you would actively lose AP every single time. 1 per. It was pretty hilarious. I was in shock that it worked that way. I was in absolute denial. Could not believe that they would build a skill that way. Let's see. Let's do this. We don't have moving wall anymore. We're spending some health, but we'll be okay. Now you, unfortunately, you've done most of what there is to do. Rather stun this guy up, if that's all we're gonna get. Do you have one more teleport? You don't. We'll hold off on that. You, on the other hand, you're just chilling. We could teleport over and help. We're on the last harpy. Yeah. When every hit is a crit, it does feel good using the longbow, but that is a statement that I think is true of any weapon. Also, fun fact that collateral damage used to be able to target the caster too. What acrobatics did you have to do to get it to target the caster though in Lustrous? Because that can't have just happened normally, I don't think. Or if they were the only person to just do that. Because that would be truly astoundingly silly. It would cast if you had 0 AP. That's how Alden had to kill his other hero. Oh my gosh, did that work too? That would not surprise me. I didn't remember if I had 0 AP. But yeah, old collateral damage was a truly incredibly awful skill. Like I don't know that I could have designed something worse with a lot of free time. All right, so we're ready. The harpy will arrive and we will dispatch the harpy. Really couldn't have put it in a worse place, but we'll manage. You had it trigger on 0 AP while using an offhand? Good gravy. 100% crit on hedgehogs is definitely definitely fun stuff. All right, let's get opportunism triggered. So now you're at 100% crit thanks to Bully. 109% crit to be more specific. Let's clear a path. Anyone got any preferences on who does the deed? Everybody's got good hits. I think our largest hit Oh my gosh, I just collateral hit the harpy there. Okay, we've got it isolated now. So let's see. So you're hitting for, we don't know because it's scrolling off the screen. So we got 1200 damage here on crit. We have 400 damage here, and then your biggest attack with momentum is like 1400. But your crit chance is 4%. So that's, you're really going to hit for 1000, which means our biggest hit is here. I say you give it to him with the lowest damage. Give the kill to the triple swipe scroll. I was thinking about death raying everyone, except for the caster of death ray. This also seems appropriate, right? Yeah, we'll do this. There we go. Oh yeah, death ray into spiky counter. Did it not kill? It doesn't look like it killed this hero. Did we dodge the spiky counter? We could go into the logs and check if we wanted to. But yeah. The bad weapon challenges are going to be tough. Just thinking out loud, because obviously next would be Lakeburg Apoc 5. Our Blood Mage clearly popped off the hardest. Orb is definitely S tier. Orb is definitely S tier until you run out of mana, and then it is exactly what you would expect it to be, which is definitely not S tier. But yeah, I don't know. Like the builds for this weapon trio are pretty awful. Yes, we're going to be getting much longer post-stream streams today. We're going to play like 2 games of SpellRogue, and then we'll probably play a little bit of Ring of Pain after that. I'm excited to do a little bit of variety. Blood Mage with triple swipe scroll can run any weapon. A little bit, yeah. I do think we should probably think about, on our Blood Mages, we should definitely think about Overload for the extra charge on the scrolls, because scrolls are going to be kind of our best friend. In fact, on this challenge in general, I think Overload is kind of S tier. So anyways, as a reminder, this was hammers, two-handed swords, longbows, and magic orbs. We ran advanced training and dexterity, although I don't think we got much value out of either of them, and this was indeed Apoc 5. Let's see. Keon, it shows full armor here, so I'd have to go back and look at it. Valheim. I've heard good things about Valheim, Sam. Do I think that spiky counter is cheating in the challenge? No, I don't. I think that this challenge is about using bad weapons. That's what, or not bad weapons, but low tier weapons. And so as long as we're doing that, I think we're in the spirit of the challenge. If I had poisonous heroes, I would run poisonous and try and make that work too. Hey, White Fang. But yeah, this was a good run. We had fun with this. We're not going to do another run of the last spell. We're going to switch into some other games, White Fang, and then we'll be back to the last spell tomorrow. This was just us finishing up the game from yesterday. I had a bit of a health emergency for a family member that we had to take care of, so I had to kind of like run in the middle of stream. Crippling Punch Omen and disregard the bad weapons. We'll do a punch challenge at some point in the future also. If I recall correctly, you used to upgrade Ballista after building them. That upgrade never unlocked for me. What am I missing? I don't actually know off the top of my head. But it's the Seasoned Operator upgrade. We can take a look really quickly and just see if it's in here. So let's see. This would be, I think this would be Haven. Saving supplies wealth. Or is it under buildings? It's probably under buildings. Okay, so that's ballista, then there's mounted ballista. And then there's seasoned operator. Yeah, so at this point, Sir Morta, do you have... Hey, Den! We just finished up a low tier list weapons run. Which, as a side note, if anyone hasn't already seen my my new video... Oh, I had the sneeze and I lost it. If you haven't already watched my new weapons tier list video, that is where you should go, and that will explain the tiers that we put in. So I'll link that. Check that out if you haven't already. But yeah, seasoned operator should unlock after mounted ballista, but I haven't run through the early game, but it's on purple side. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take just a moment, say goodbye to our house guests, and then we'll come back and we'll get into some SpellRogue. So give me a moment here. BRB. Okay, now, time for a switch up. For those who are looking for more Last Spell, we'll be back playing it again tomorrow. So, hang in there. But we'll do this, do that, do that, do that. Okay. I'm excited to get into some SpellRogue. So SpellRogue had a major update. So, oh my gosh, the intro screen looks so weird zoomed out like this. I gotta fix it. There we go. I know, somewhere. I'm just on a roll. What can I say? I'm just on a roll. YouTube folks, I'll see you on the other side.